Hello, my loves. It's time to talk about some more Lost music videos. I'll put a link to part 1 in the description if you want to check that out too. But for right now, let's just get right into it and get started with Ashley Tisdale, He Said, She Said. My inner Disney Channel child screamed when I heard there was another version of this video. The officially released version, directed by Scott Speer, was the second video filmed for the song, while the first, directed by Chris Applebaum, was scrapped. This version would have seen Ashley in high school trying to win over her crush, and then daydreaming about her class turning into a nightclub, where she has a dance-off with the mean girls. I love how obsessed the 2000s were with dance-offs. The thought of a bunch of girls who hate each other enough just to take up a whole dance floor to fight through choreo is hilarious to me. Apparently, while filming a scene of her slamming a locker shut, Ashley slammed it so hard that it couldn't be reopened for another take. Do not mess with Sharpay, y'all. She will bust you up. The video was scrapped for unknown reasons, though if I had to guess why, I'd say maybe it was too adult for her audience. Without having seen the video, I really can't make any judgments. All we have seen of the original video is this behind-the-scenes footage from the time, which was released presumably before the video got scrapped. Chris also posted some screenshots of the original in 2021, meaning we could possibly see it released one day. Come on guys, just crack open the Disney Vault and let us have it. Do it for all the little closeted gay boys who used to pretend they were Sharpay. Alicia Keys and Beyonce put it in the love song. The third single from her 2009 album, The Element of Freedom, Put It in the Love Song shockingly only peaked at number 2 on the Bubbling Under chart in the US. It was a bigger hit in Canada, Australia, Brazil, and New Zealand, but you'd think anything Beyonce was on in 2010 would have done better in the US, given the high she was riding on during her Sasha Fierce era. Regardless, a video was shot in Rio de Janeiro in February 2010, and would have featured both of them going through various neighborhoods and interacting and dancing with the locals there. Alicia said in an April 2010 interview that the video wouldn't be released until filming for the next singles video, Unthinkable I'm Ready, was released. A teaser for the video came out in March 2011, though it remained unreleased for the rest of the year. In September 2012, Alicia confirmed it would not be released, saying it didn't come together in the way that she and B had hoped. The video hasn't leaked in full yet, meaning we just have screenshots and the teaser to go off of right now. In September 2020, Alicia did say she was open to the idea of releasing it as a gift to the fans, which I think would be so cool. This is a collab between two of the biggest artists of the 2000s, so to not have it just feels wrong. I say we all collectively make whatever sacrifices need to be made to the Beehive to get this video out there. The Pussycat Dolls, When I Grow Up, Britney Spears cameo. Okay, I'll admit, this one isn't a whole Lost video, but instead a quick cameo from the legendary Miss Britney Spears in the video that made me gay. According to an Access Hollywood interview, Britney was on set the day of filming and did her scene separately from the rest of the girls. They go on to explain that the cameo didn't end up working the way they wanted it to, so it was left out. Nicole also mentions they still want to do something with her in the future, and if they ever do, you might as well just bury me right there because I will have finally lived a fulfilled enough life. Based on what I've read online, it seems like the scene would have just been a quick cameo from Britney, who pulls up in a car and waves to the girls. There's been speculation that the scene was scrapped due to the eye lines of Britney and the dolls not matching up, making it pretty obvious Britney wasn't actually with the girls, and making the scene look awkward. This hasn't been officially confirmed as the reason, but that does sound fairly plausible. In the 15 years since, the scene has not leaked, which sounds pretty crazy, but this was 2009, when it was still fairly common to keep media on physical storage, thus making it harder to leak than if it was uploaded to, say, Google Drive. It is possibly in a computer at Interscope, but it could also be on a physical hard drive and no one knows where it is. Either way, it's a damn shame we don't have this piece of gay history. The song itself was originally meant for Britney, and honestly it really does fit in with the themes of fame and celebrity worship that her album Blackout touched on just 2 years earlier. This would have been a really cool cameo, with two of the most iconic pop acts of the 2000s uniting. When I grow up, I want to watch this Lost scene. Blink-182, Josie. One of their earliest hits, Josie was the fourth single from the band's 1997 album, Dude Ranch. The original video was meant to have a more serious tone than the band had been known for, with Mark Hoppus explaining in the 2013 Reddit AMA that it was gonna feature the band playing on the deck of a sinking cruise liner, Titanic style, with a darkly humorous ending of everyone drowning, as the song's final lyric, "Everything's gonna be fine," plays. This concept was way too ambitious for the label, who did like the idea, but knew it would require a big budget. Ultimately, the group settled on a video where they're playing in the basement where the pipes break, causing the room to flood. He said it was a miserable shoot due to how cold the water was, but to be fair, what do you expect? It's water, of course it's gonna get freezing cold during a shoot. Apparently, no one really liked the video, so it was scrapped, and they filmed what we have now, which is a great video, and the last one to feature OG drummer Scott Rayner, who left the group before they released their third studio album, Enema of the State. One of the wiser decisions of his life, I'm sure. In April 2011, this 40-second snippet of the original version was uploaded to Vimeo by its director Jason Matzner, who promised in the comments section that he'd upload the full video sometime over the holiday season, though as of me recording this, he has not uploaded it, and there haven't been any updates from him since. I think the original Titanic video concept would have been pretty cool, but the version they ended up filming seems like it would have been a pretty lame compromise. I will say, I really do love the visual of the group drowning. It's kind of cool for some reason, but you could definitely tell in a lot of the shots they were miserable. Tom especially was not having it. I mean, look at him right here. This is not a happy man. To be fair, I also do really love the icy blue color palette with the flashing lights. It's giving 90s a slasher movie a little bit, but honestly, I feel like the visuals alone are what's carrying this video. The guys are just kind of floating around and clearly struggling to perform while they're, drowning. I think this could have been a really cool video, but in execution, it's kinda lame. Still, I hope one day it does leak in full, as it is a part of the band's history, and represented one of the first times they ever went in a more mature direction. Paramore, Ain't It Fun? The third single from their self-titled album, Ain't It Fun's original video was directed by Joe Deb, and was filmed sometime in July through August 2013. That same month, frontwoman Hayley Williams posted a since-deleted behind-the-scenes picture of the shoot, with her noticeably sporting blue hair, living her Clementine Krasinski fantasy. I love it. According to Hayley, the band wasn't happy with the direction the video was going in, so it was scrapped in favor of the video we have now, which features the band breaking 10 very specific world records. Was anyone else ever overly nitpicky about that? I mean, yeah, it's impressive that they broke that many records, but who was attempting any of those to begin with? The concept of the original video is still unknown, though in January 2016, over 100 photos leaked from the shoot, and it looked like it would have been a pretty silly, unserious video. I don't know what's going on with this whole eyes wide shut looking situation over here, but get your life, Hayley. According to Joe Deb, the video was never properly finished, as it still has some incomplete visual effects. It's pretty unlikely we'll ever see this one, though crazier things have certainly happened. Stories like this really highlight how much lost content there really is out there. For every music video, show, or movie, there's bound to be multiple cut shots, scenes, or in extreme cases like this one, entire versions of projects that get scrapped. It's truly unfathomable to imagine how much is on the cutting room floor, and how much we'll simply never see. But hey, that's what makes it so fascinating to discuss. That's it for this one, but let me know some other lost music videos in the comments, and I'll see you next time.